Hi, my name is Kia Shine, and you're watching Cheap Skills. Today, I'll be making a custom DIY headboard. The items you'll need are So let's DIY. On a budget! Let's start with a little history first. After a quick Google search, I found out that headboards were originally invented as a way to block the draft in homes that were not well insulated. Then they became a way to keep your pillows and sheets in place and avoid pillows from constantly falling on the floor. Nowadays, they are mainly used for leverage, medical use, storage, sexual purposes, or most commonly today, to add a great aesthetic centerpiece to liven up the bedroom. Still sex though. Moving on. Step 1. We need to cut these pegboards down to size. These are 2 feet by 4 feet pegboards. I want perfect squares, so measure out 24 inches and draw a line horizontally. I have a queen size bed for a queen size lady. The width of a queen size mattress is 60 inches, so having 3 2 by 2 feet sections of pegboard across the mattress is more than enough for me. Step 2. This next part could get just a little bit dangerous. So kids, remember to ask an adult for help. And adults, remember. Safety first. Using long, full strokes with this handsaw, saw along the line that you made earlier. Repeat this step so you have 6 pieces that are 2 by 2 feet, 24 inches. Step 3. Cut your project foam into 6 pieces that are also 2 by 2 feet to fit your boards. Step 4. Take your spray adhesive and spray on one side of the pegboard. Spray in a well-ventilated area. This adhesive dries fast, so take your foam along with you. This adhesive dries in about 50. long strips. Then you're going to fold the batting on top of itself to make 2 foot by 2 foot squares. The foam that I had to use was 1/2 inch. Anything thicker was way too expensive for my budget. So by folding up the batting onto itself, it will give you more cushion and height that I originally wanted for my headboard. Step 6. For the fabric, I went ahead and pre-cut these because I'm not a professional director, let's not get that twisted, and I could not get a clear angle that didn't have me in any sort of compromising position.
That's what she said.
Anyways, cut this fabric into squares that have a seam allowance of 2 inches all the way around. So you're gonna cut 28 inches by 28 inches. I really don't know what material these fabrics are. The red is sort of like a fleece or a flannel. The black is some type of fabric that reminds me of, shirts that you used to wear back in the 90s. It's like a heavy, stretchy material with, stripes sewn into it. Not too sure.
If you know what either of these materials are, please comment down below. Step number 7.
If you have stripes in your fabric, make sure they are straight. Now using the staple gun, one staple in the middle on all 4 sides. Make sure to pull very taut on the fabric just to secure it. Then continue around the perimeter of your entire board.
Step 8.
So to go ahead and make sure that we have flat corners, go ahead and cut off the extra fabric that was bunched up around the corners of your pegboard.
Step number 9.
Find the center on the front and the back of the pegboard. Go ahead and mark these points.
We're almost there with step number 10.
So in my design, I'm using 1 button per square, so it makes things simple. Pushing the needle through from the back, make sure it comes through the center part on the top of our board. Thread it through the button and push the needle back through to the back of the board. On the back, you're going to attach another smaller button just to keep the longer button secure. Make sure to pull the thread as tight as possible without snapping before tying the thread to the button. This will create a tufted impression on the front of the board. The string that I'm using is not normal thread. It's actually hair sewing thread. It's thicker, it's stronger, so you can apply much more force than you could regular sewing thread before its breaking point. Picture hangers and hammer them into the back of our board, making sure they're in the center. This was by far the hardest part of this entire project. Trying to hammer these nails into the board were kind of difficult. It took a very long time for me to figure out. That's why most of it was not captured on camera, because there was a lot of frustrating moments and curse words that I did not want to add in.
Step number 12.
Now here's a life hack that I've always wanted to try. Taking some masking tape, I'm going to lay a strip across the entire top of the board, covering the picture frame hanger. Mark the center where you want the nail to hang. Now place the tape on the wall 25 inches above the center of the mattress. Now mark 26 inches above each of these pieces of tape. This is where you're going to place the remaining 3 pieces of tape. Just go ahead and download an app like I did if you don't have a level.
Step number 14.
Simply nail in the nails over the marks in the masking tape, then remove the tape. I'm using these picture hangers to have added weight support.
And finally, step number 15.
Hang each board and apply these self-adhesing light strips to the back of the perimeter of our headboards. These LED strips are waterproof and customizable when it comes to the color. They also make for easy cutting and reattaching, so you can either cut them short or extend the length if you need so.
A custom D.I.Y. headboard.
Altogether, this project cost about $40 to complete. Full item list and prices listed below in the description box.
So, if you enjoyed this video, or even if you didn't, please like, subscribe, share, and comment down below with suggestions of projects that you'd like to see me try next. And join me next time on Tuesday. Thanks for watching. I love you. Bye.